Green Team Media.
When we finally got our look down, I think what we were trying to avoid was like the 70s or the 80s kind of look. We didn't want any of that type of eye makeup going on. We really wanted to have something that was like very avant-garde, you know, things that you only really see like in magazines that nobody would ever really wear in real life. And we kind of took that and took it to the next step. We kind of got even more far out. And you know, and then we bleached everybody's eyebrows. So there was a lot of women that had the no eyebrow look, which right in itself takes somebody to a whole other level of bizarreness. So, and we even did some of the men, which was really fabulous, some of the younger men. So we had some really wild looks on everybody. Even the men had colored hair, their hair was set, they wore makeup. I mean, everybody was done, and it was just wild and fabulous. It was kind of like Jean-Paul Gaultier on acid. When we were in the districts, I mean, it was very grapes of wrath. I mean, it was, you know, just everybody was teched down. It was, you know, it was very, I mean, it was very depressed looking, and, you know, not a lot of color. It was all muted blues and beiges and grays, and, you know, it was depressing. Well, when I first met Jennifer, she's amazing. She's such a lovely young woman, so open, so genuine, you know, and I think she was like perfect casting for Katniss. You know, I'd never seen her with dark hair, and I actually think she is so stunning with dark hair. I don't know if she'll keep it or not for the rest of her, you know, career, but everybody seems to think she looks really spectacular with her dark hair, and I tend to agree. Well, when we first see Effie, she does come to District 12, and we, you know, Gary wanted to have her be a little subdued because, as I said, the culture shock between the two, you know, the two areas is so extreme. I mean, you have this completely depressed area, and then you have Effie, who comes from this opulent capital. So we in of itself, the way she shows up, she is very shocking compared to what you've been seeing. So even though that's her very subdued look, you know, the two of them were so diametrically opposed. You know, it was unbelievably shocking to see her in this flamboyant pink and magenta against all this gray, drab, you know, beige world that we were, you know, had been shooting in. President Snow, Donald Sutherland, oh, what a treat he was. He was fabulous. He came in, he was so into his character and so into, you know, making this thing work for him, and he just loves the process of, you know, the whole thing of creating a character. So Donald came in, and I sat and worked with him an entire day, and after we tried all of these things on him, I said, you know what, Donald? I said, what if we just make your eyebrows white, all white to match your hair? And I said, and make you really kind of, you know, really jolly looking, almost like Santa Claus, like really, so that it looks like you would be like all warm and fuzzy and really nice and sweet, and in fact you are the most evil of them all. And I thought that it would just be such, you know, a great way to portray the president. Usually the bad guys have dark eyes, and Wes has the hugest blue eyes I've ever seen. I mean, the actual iris is so huge. It's unbelievably beautiful. So to have those piercing blue eyes and that, you know, that evil look is really a fantastic combination, I think.